Hello and welcome to the first weekly report from Genealogist to the World. Matt Ellsworth, that's me. I want to get right into it. This is the report for the week of April 27th, 2019 to May 3rd, that's today. My first item is what's new here at Genealogist to the World. Mostly I'm working on a database for Cyprus. I've been working at it now for about 3 years. I had it well up over 25,000 entries taken from public records available on the internet for the most part, and also from some books and other sources that I found in Cyprus. Now, I got up to nearly 26,000 entries, and I thought I should do a comprehensive edit, and I found that about 4% of it was duplicates. That is, I might have found a Michael Ioannidis, and elsewhere he was in as Michalis Joannidis, and I found that when I combined them all, I had roughly 24,000 names. Then I built it back up to 25,000 entries again, and once again did a comprehensive review and edit, and it took it back down again to about 24,000. Again, there were about 4% that were duplicated, and I found that the problem is that when I don't go very carefully and alphabetically, I duplicate some entries. So it is now back down and climbing. It is at 24,300 names and plus. I have so far reviewed all of the Cyprus Gazettes, the biweekly report from the government of Cyprus, the British administration, from 1878 through 1905. And I'm now in the middle of 1906. The other thing that I keep in mind here, pardon my lean, is the publications that I'm doing or have done. This here is the biographical encyclopedia of the Belgian Congo in French and in English, being an alphabetical listing of all of the surnames given in the Congo that were available on the internet through the voter lists of their 2016 presidential election. And then I did a second volume where I sorted them all alphabetically by location. I have also published and available on Amazon.com under my name, Matt Ellsworth, a book of extractions of genealogical notes for the peoples of the Congo from 16 books written by Europeans during the Age of Exploration. So that's the sort of thing we're working on all the time and the things that I keep in my mind. Also, as you know, watching this, if you've seen my introductions, I have launched a 3-video series. That is, on Mondays, I plan to receive your questions and talk about more human interest things in the world of genealogy. On Monday, I believe I'm going to introduce you to some major repositories of information about India and other parts of the world that you can find online. On Wednesdays is my world report. This week I talked about it. I did the introduction video, but I haven't begun yet, and I do want to talk about Afghanistan. I guess it's going to have to wait till next week. Afghanistan only because that's the first one in alphabetical order. It just happens to be conveniently something that I have a lot of resources for. And on Fridays, you're watching the first one. This is the weekly roundup where I talk about things in the world of genealogy. With that, now let's move to a discussion of what's new at the major online collections. There was an announcement this week by FamilySearch.org that they have added 25 million new indexed entries of records from around the world. Unfortunately and sadly, there were very few from Africa, only from the Republic of South Africa and from an age where most of the records were dealing with white people. And there were none among those 25 million from Asia. We'll discuss that at another time. From Ancestry.com, no announcements regarding new records this week. I know they're always adding databases. MyHeritage.com, the same. No announcements of new additions. BillionGraves.com is off to a slow start outside of the United States and the UK or the English-speaking world, but I watch for them to indeed reach 1 billion graves. It was an audacious claim when they first came out with their name, but they're cruising along at the millions of records. Now to the one big story this week. I turned to the campus magazine of the Brigham Young University in Provo, Utah, a hotbed of genealogical information, where a professor, Gurcharan Gill of India, now in his 80s, from the Punjab state of India, found some resources online that were, I believe, police or tax records. And from them, he has extracted and translated entries of more than 250,000 people from the Punjab and around there. I believe he has recently been in India looking for more help and more resources, and will continue with it. I have been in touch with him via email. I hope to meet with him soon, as I am also in his area. I want to invite you to follow this series. I want to invite you to share these links with others. I want to invite you to contribute and to ask me questions at GTTW Roots. That's Genealogist to the World, GTTW Roots at gmail.com. I will answer your questions the best I can. I'm familiar with genealogy for South Central Asia, Southeast Asia, and Africa, as well as European, South American, Central American, those. I've been at it for many years, more than 40 years, and I've done just about every kind of family. I want to apologize on this English channel, and we'll do so again on the French channel, for my horrible French. I know it's horrible. The first comment I got on my new French videos was, "Horrible French," someone wrote. I thanked them for watching. I think that's about it for this weekly summary. I'm going to now do it in Spanish and in my horrible French. Thanks for watching. Thanks for participating. Bye now.